Hello, hello, hi, welcome, hi, welcome. Hi.
One summer evening, August 31st, your anger swelled like a cloudburst. You hit me hard, this time the worst. I let out a hum and became the universe. You said I've had it, I'd misbehaved.
Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? Hi. Hi David. Hi Eunice. How are you? Where are you guys joining from? So nice to see you. Hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining, thank you for joining. I'm just playing my song Supernova, and we're gonna go behind the music and deconstruct it tonight. So, hi, how are you? Where are you guys joining from? Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hey Ian, thanks so much for being here. How are you? So good to see you. Type in the chat where you're joining from and what is the weather like where you are. Here in California, I'm in Northern California near San Francisco, and it's very beautiful. It's almost getting close to sunset. How are you guys? Hey Ed, so good to see you. Hi, thanks so much for being here. Hi. So, how are you guys? I hope you're having a great summer and doing well. I asked my VIP Facebook group and my email list what song you all wanted me to deconstruct tonight, and you said Supernova. Actually, probably about 80% said Supernova, and second was my song Say It, which I'll definitely do next time. Hey Marie, so good to see you here. South Carolina, awesome. Ooh, Morocco. Awesome, Eunice. I've never been to Morocco, but I've heard it's a very beautiful place. I'd love to travel someday. Hey, Ed. I know you're on the East Coast, Ed. Warm and a bit humid. Sounds like East Coast summer. Hey, Robert. So nice to see you. Tampa, Florida. Awesome. I bet it's extremely hot and humid there. Is that right, Robert? I went on vacation to Florida probably like 10 years ago or something, and it was extremely, extremely hot, but beautiful. Hey, Adam. Nice to see you, Adam. How are you? Thanks for being here. Adam, where are you from? So you guys said you wanted to hear more about the song Supernova, and I'm really excited because it was really one of my favorite songs to work on and to write of all time. And it came out a couple years ago, but it's probably one of those songs that I still get messages from people today about it. And so it was extremely rewarding for me to be able to work on it, and very exciting to hear what you all have thought of it as well. Hey Adam. Oh, Cambridge, awesome. Hey Zion, how are you? Good to see you. So great to see everyone here. Chainsaw to cut the humidity. Robert, wow, that sounds really intense. I'm sorry that it's so humid. Hopefully it'll calm down a little bit there. Here in California, it's very dry, so it's not humid. Adam, I'm actually from Massachusetts originally, so I know Cambridge well. Oh, glad to hear it, Zion. Nice to see you all. So, yeah, I really am excited to share more about my song Supernova. First, I want to play a little bit of it for you in case some of you may not have actually, heard it before. So 1 second. I'm going to make sure that you can actually see this and hear it. Here we go.
You made your move to
Start from the beginning. Let me know in the chat if you can hear that.
One summer evening, August 31st, your anger swelled like a cloudburst. You hit me hard, this time the worst. I let out a hum and became the universe. You said I've had it, I'd misbehaved. You made your move, destruction you
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Ed.
Thought you'd send me
Awesome.
to my grave.
Robert.
But I became an interstellar shockwave. It just can't contain me. Your blues no longer make me. Words cannot constrain me. I'm a supernova. Supernova. Supernova.
All right, awesome. We'll hear more of it later, but first I wanted to share a little bit about a background about the song. And first of all, let me know, have you ever heard this song before? And hey, for anyone new, hi. We are going to deconstruct one of my songs called Supernova. And awesome, thanks, Adam. Yeah, so welcome for those of you that are new. If you haven't already, let me know in the chat where you're dialing in from. And thank you for joining. Thanks for being here. We're going over my song Supernova. So actually, the reason that I wrote this song came from me learning about supernovas. So we're going to get real geeky here for a minute. But basically, in case you don't know what a supernova is, it's an explosion of a super massive giant star, and it actually has the brightness of, I don't know how they measure this, but supposedly 10 billion suns. And that really stuck with me, just 10 billion suns. That's got to be super bright. It's the largest explosion that takes place in space, and it basically pulls in through its gravitational pull all this matter from nearby until it actually ignites. And one thing that really hit me was that when supernovas, right before they explode, they actually emit a sound, a hum. And I was just like, wow, that is crazy. Yeah, it's really just an amazing, inspiring image from nature that really caught my attention. So that's really what led me to write the song originally, and I was really inspired by that idea about this explosion and this power. But then what I also learned was not only do they die, they're like a dying star, but in their death, in their explosion, they create new stars. So I think that's just such an amazing image and metaphor for our own process of finding our power. And sometimes when we go through something and we think that, you know, it's the end, or we think we're completely defeated, that's just the beginning of something new. So that's really what led me to write this song. And I want to tell you the story of it. So I'm going to share my screen again. Give me 1 second. So yeah, I wanted to share a couple of stories with you about how I wrote this song. So I have the lyrics up here, which I'll go through in a moment. But this song I wrote and came out in 2019, which feels like a million years ago. And over here on the right is the cover art, which is this beautiful picture by this amazing artist. I'm going to show you his art in a minute. His name is Taylene, and he's on a mission to create a piece of art every day, I think for 10 years or something, which is just incredible. And that was super awesome to work with him, because I think this image in the forest really is incredibly beautiful. And it looks kind of like a supernova that happens in a forest. And I also recorded the music video in the forest as well. So let me know. Oh, Justin. Hey, Justin. Thanks so much for being here. It's awesome to see you. We're just talking about my song Supernova and kind of going behind the story of it. And let me know if any of you have seen the music video for this song. So I actually recorded the music video. You can see this picture on the right of me holding this smoke bomb. When I originally came up with the idea for the music video, I wanted to have something, something that represented an explosion and power. And I really wanted to do it in the redwood forest, because I knew that that's a really special place to me, and it's just very magical and mysterious. So I found a redwood forest in Berkeley, California, and took these smoke bombs. I didn't know how it was going to work because I never set them off before, but it was super fun and I loved it. And it actually came out pretty well, and we didn't disturb any trees or anything, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, Marie, awesome. Ed, awesome. Thank you so much. That's great. Yeah, it was the first music video that I'd ever done, and so it was a lot of fun to try to bring the story of the song to life through that. So this Hyde Street Studios is where I recorded the song, and Hyde Street Studios is a really amazing place. It actually started, I believe, in the 60s, and the Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, like all these amazing artists from that time, from the 60s, from the hippies era, which was a great era in music, recorded there and actually, hung out there and just like made amazing music in the studio. So I felt incredibly grateful to be able to record there. It's a great spot. And it just feels kind of like the walls are haunted with amazing music. It's really, really fun. So that was really great. Robert, you've not seen it. Awesome. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate that. I will send out the link on here later so that you guys can see it and let me know what you think of the music video. Zion, what program do I use to write lyrics? Pages or Microsoft Word or something along those lines? Oh, great question. A lot of what I do happens right here on the phone. So I'll get an idea. For example, with this song, I might get some idea about our power, us being powerful, and I'll just like write it. I probably have, let's see, in my notes app. Yeah, let's see if it says. I have 2,141 notes, and most of them are about potential songs or poems that I get ideas about. So Zion, to answer your question, I kind of just start out wherever I am. Maybe I'm in the shower or I'm in the middle of the night or whatever, and I'm just jotting down notes on my phone. And then I actually go probably to the computer and work on Google Drive and get it more organized there, and then go to Logic Pro or Ableton Live, which are the programs that I use to actually write the music. Hey Martin, so good to see you. Hey Peter, welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Rhode Island, awesome. And Martin, where are you joining us from tonight? Peter, I love Rhode Island. I actually grew up on the East Coast, and I live in California now, but I do miss the summer nights in the East Coast. So much fun. So for those of you new, we're going over my song Supernova, and I was just saying how it got recorded at this amazing studio in San Francisco that has incredible history, and I hope to record there again. And then the cover art, so let me just show you really quick because this is so cool. The cover art, I partnered with this artist named Taylene, and I just wanted to show you guys because his stuff is super cool. So he has a mission to make art every day for 10 years. Wow, that's super ambitious. And as you can see, he has some super cool pieces here. And I just wanted to give him a shout out because I just think his art is really, really, really cool. And he did the cover for Supernova. He also has a Patreon page, which you can support or check out some of his prints. So if you just go to @Taylene, that's who it is. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was really, really fun collaboration to do with him on the cover. Awesome, thanks Robert. Yeah, it was really fun. So I'm gonna go back to the lyrics for a second here. So this song tells the story of a woman who's almost killed from domestic abuse. And through that trauma, through that experience, she realizes that she's more powerful than she ever imagined. And so I really wrote the song for her, or for anyone who's been the victim of abuse or violence of any kind, that we have that place inside of us, that light that is stronger than the pain, that's stronger than what happened to us, and that says, you can try to hurt me, but I'm bigger than you ever imagined, and my inner strength is like the light of 10 billion suns. So that's really why I wrote this song, to remind people who are going through that power is inside. And it can feel so scary and powerless when you're in that kind of situation. So this song is really an anthem for that. So I'll walk you through the lyrics a bit. Let me just check out the chat. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I love London Grammar Eunice. Yeah, they're awesome. Super cool band if anyone hasn't checked them out. Really good. Okay, so this first part. One summer evening, August 31st, your anger swelled like a cloudburst. You hit me hard, this time the worst. I let out a hum and became the universe. So that comes from this idea of the supernova creating a sound before it explodes. And I think we all know that sound is very healing. So it vibrates with frequencies that can heal us. And according to, the Eastern traditions, the sound Om actually gave birth to the universe. So it's a very cosmic idea here. But it's really painting the picture of this woman who is, in this abusive relationship, and how she's starting to contact herself in this experience. So you said, I've had it, I misbehaved, you made your move, destruction you crave, thought you'd send me to my grave, but I became an interstellar shock wave. So this idea that you're up against someone who is really wishing great harm to you, maybe even, to end your life. And we know that happens to many, many people and many women who are abused. So this idea that you're facing up against this person who's really coming after you. And then the chorus is really this, I wanted it to be anthemic and big, this idea that you're speaking out against the person or the system or whatever is holding you back. And cages can't contain me, blows no longer made me, words cannot constrain me, I'm a supernova. So getting in touch with our inner supernovas. And it's also about these different ways that we might be enslaved by this abuser or a particular situation. It might be a cage, or it might be you're actually the victim of physical violence, or you might be the victim of verbal abuse. And we know that happens a lot, even on the internet, right? So all of this, all these forces, whether they're literal cages or just words, that you're bigger than that. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. My heart goes out to anyone who is struggling or has struggled in this way. So then the second verse, years ago I tried to resist, but my weapon didn't exist. My power needed a paradigm shift. I beg for mercy from the abyss. So sometimes we can try to leave these kinds of situations or escape, but it's really hard. It's really hard to. We may not know how or have the tools to at that time. And so this idea that your power needs a paradigm shift, you need a different way. So begging for mercy from the abyss. Sometimes it feels like you need to go into the void to find the answer to something that you're struggling with. And this idea that empty space or the void is also can be like a nurturing and healing force. I think there's something really beautiful and mysterious and mystical about empty space. And so this idea of like letting go into something bigger, into something unknown. I don't know what will happen if I leave this situation. I don't know what'll happen if I confront the abuser. I don't know what'll happen if I change the situation in my life. But I have to embrace the unknown because I know that being in this situation is not okay. So that's really this idea of going into the unknown, kind of facing the darkness. So then the next part, the void spoke back to her and said, she said, daughter, it's okay to glow. Your fire's just a dormant volcano. Close my eyes and just let go. Became a star from the shadows. So she said, it's okay to glow. Your fire's just a dormant volcano. I close my eyes and just let go. So the idea that sometimes we're afraid of our own power, it can feel like, wow, if I have a supernova within me, that's scary. That's a lot of power. What do I do with it? So that's really this part of the verse is about that permission to own our power. I think that's really important. So then it goes to the chorus again. And then for the bridge, I really wanted this confrontation to happen. Whether it was an actual confrontation with a person or just this confrontation of thinking about it that you have to work through in your mind and in your own process. What would you like to say to this person, for example? So that part is, thought I was small, just your paper doll. You tried to hide me, trick me, smother me, cover me. It was your downfall. It was your downfall. So this idea that you're finally able to speak your truth. I'm not small. I'm not just your paper doll, and I finally see what you're trying to do, and I'm free of that now. So that is, then it goes into the chorus again. Cages can't contain me. Your blows no longer made me. Words cannot constrain me. I'm a supernova. So I really wrote this song dedicated to anyone who's ever gone through something like this, and to be that message of support to people struggling in any situation, whether it's bullying or in an abusive relationship, or just struggling and feeling trapped in your own life. That can be so hard too. So supernova, we all have it inside. So I hope that that makes, oh, and then of course on the left here, I almost forgot, that's a picture of a supernova. So beautiful, so amazing. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Hi Nick, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I know it can be really hard to share these things or to think about them. And that's part of what I wanted to share with this song, is to show people that they're not alone, that others have gone through this as well and can overcome. And so none of us really are alone, and all of us have this deep inner power that really is, I believe, mysterious and almost metaphysical. That's why I love the imagery and the idea of a supernova that becomes this almost blinding shockwave of 10,000 suns that we could never even imagine. So thank you all for witnessing this, and for just really being part of this creative process with me. It means so much. And I think I'll play the rest of the song so that you guys can hear the rest of it. It should be, let's see. I'm just gonna stop the share to absolutely make sure 100% that my sound is also shared. Okay, here we go. Let me know if you can't hear it in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Years ago I tried to resist, but my weapon didn't exist. My power needed a paradigm shift. I begged for mercy from the abyss. She said, daughter, it's okay to glow. Your fire's just a dormant volcano. Close my eyes and just let go. Became a star from the shadows. Cages can't contain me. Your blows no longer made me. Your blues no longer made me. Words cannot constrain me. I'm a supernova. 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 Supernova.
Thank you all so much. So that was Supernova, yes. Thank you, Ed. Hi, Irvin. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Adam, thank you. That's so kind. Nicholas, so good to see you here. It's been a while. Thank you for being here. So yeah, also I just want to talk about the production. So I worked with a producer, Trey Vidito, who's awesome. He's actually worked with Selena Gomez and a lot of amazing artists, so very excited to work with him. And I knew I wanted it to be this really, have kind of a interstellar vibe. So to do that, we used some synthesizers, a lot of harmony layers. Obviously you hear the guitar, drums, and piano as well. But yeah, there's probably about 6 or 7 harmony layers on top of it to create that big sounding chorus, which was a lot of fun to sing and work on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, James. Good to see you. Hi. Orlando. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to read that out loud. Your inner light broke through the dark shadows that tried to contain the power of the light of love. That's exactly right. I couldn't have said it better. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Randall, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to hear what you think of the music. Thank you. Hi, Fifth Kind. Great to see you. Oh, Randy. Sorry. Great to see you. Fifth Kind, yeah, I'd love to do a remix. That would be really fun, actually. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. It's like when you write a song and you release it, you're never sure how you're going to feel about it a few years later. But with this one, I keep coming back to it, and I just I still love it because the meaning is so important to me, because it's really the mission of why I create music in the first place, which is to share that inner power and that inner power of light, as you said it so well, Orlando, that we all have inside. So it really, really comes back to that, really to that idea. Hey, Bob, thank you so much for being here, Bob. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it. So yeah, that was my song Supernova. And for those of you just here for the first time, I'm Tess Posner, and I'm an independent artist from near San Francisco, California. And I do these live streams every 2 weeks, and we basically deconstruct a song. We go behind the music, the lyrics, and it's a lot of fun. And we also sometimes do happy hour and just hang out. So I'd love for you guys to come back again in 2 weeks, and we'll do a different song. I usually ask you all what song you want me to do. And actually, I'll ask you right now that you're here, if you know my music already, what song do you want me to deconstruct next time? And then for now, I'm going to post the link to the song in the chat so that you guys can listen to it if you haven't heard it before. And I'll also post the music video, which also, as I said, I made the music video in the redwoods of California, and it was a really fun day where we exploded some smoke bombs. So you will see that as well. Here we go. Okay, here's the video. I'm going to share this with you. Awesome. Hey Nick, welcome. Oh, thank you, Fifth Kind. I really appreciate that. Yeah, lyrics are really important to me because that's kind of where you can have, I don't know, you can bring a lot of meaning through the music itself, but also the lyrics, and both are super important. But I think I focus a lot on lyrics because I started writing poetry as a young child, and I think that's where my roots are. So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think of the music video and the song. Okay, Paper Walls, awesome. Love Song to Myself. Yeah, Nick, thank you for bringing that one out. That's the very first song I ever wrote. It's called Love Song to Myself. So that would be a really fun one to do. Yeah, we also have, let's see, Paper Walls, Ed, or The Mask. Oh, The Mask. That's a good one. Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Awesome. So good to see you. Great to see you, everyone. If you haven't told me already, where are you joining from and what song do you want me to deconstruct in 2 weeks? So I'll be back in 2 weeks. I do these every 2 weeks. And if you guys want more, I shared last time on my live stream that, drum roll, I'm actually creating a full album, which is very, very exciting. This has been my dream for a while, and I've just done singles so far, but now I'm working on a full album that's going to be coming out next year. And I just launched a Inner Circle community on Patreon, which is going to be getting the full behind the scenes of the whole album. So if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to send me a direct message, or you can shoot me an email. I'll actually put my email in here in case anyone wants to email me directly, and I can give you more information about that. There it is. Awesome. Thank you, Robert. Oh, Nick, awesome. Colorado. I've been to Colorado once, and it's absolutely beautiful. Hope to play there someday. I know there's like a amphitheater out in the forest somewhere. I'd love to play there. Oh, hey, Randy. Awesome. New York City. One of my favorite places ever. I actually used to live in New York City before I moved to California, and it's a great place. I lived in Long Island City and Queens. Hi, Orlando. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot, Orlando. Awesome, Nick. Yeah, Orlando, that's very much what I see my mission is. Orlando says, you have a calling to heal the wounded souls in this place and time. And I really, that's beautiful. Thank you. I hope that I could even have any positive impact, but that's definitely part of why I create music, is to heal myself, because music is healing to me, but also to bring that message of healing to others. So I hope in a small way that I can do that. Hopefully better each time, better with each song. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I actually have to run. I'm going to meet up with some family tonight, but this was really fun. I love hanging out with you guys, and I just so appreciate you listening and being part of my journey. It means everything, and I couldn't do it without you. So thank you. Please come back in 2 weeks and shoot me a message if you want to chat or learn more about my Wildflowers Inner Circle. And yeah, thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Nick. Peace, love, and light to you as well. Thank you, Nick. And thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Fifth Kind. Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Zion and Nick, Bob. Awesome to see you guys. I hope to see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.